Recently, I completed a project, a house worth more than $10 million. The facilities in it include a badminton court and a large paved space for gathering. There are also 2 special areas for raising peacocks and ducks. Now we come to a place for raising Mandarin ducks. This is about 12 feet tall. The total length is probably more than 40 feet. And there are no pillars here. We put the pillars all on the outermost sides and let the birds fly over without hindrance. Because it is just above a slope, we made it into a mountain and flowing water. Waterfalls can flow down, and this duck usually stays on this tree trunk. I designed a lot of tree trunks for them to rest on, and there could be a place for them to lay eggs. At the bottom of the pool, the water is pumped up in large quantities, like this. It goes into this pipe and then to the motor inside. The motor passes through the filter system, and then it is pumped to the water outlet, then slowly forming a waterfall and flowing down like this, doing a cycle. The water volume and the water pumping volume of the motor have to be recalculated and converted twice so that the motor can achieve such a relatively immense water volume. Here is the studio where we design. Generally, we first use this floor plan to simulate the customer's needs. The convenience is that it can then be easily changed on the computer. Next, if the customer has needs and they may not be able to see the floor plan clearly, we will develop the floor plan into a 3D rendering. From this 3D development, we can understand the three-dimensional effect of a landscape from different angles. Now we come to an estate on a golf course. This is the front yard, which is quite open. The flower that you see blooming is rosemary. And then over here, a pond was designed here, which can be used to raise fish. Let's go up there, another level. There's a group of stone tables and chairs. You can make tea here. Make tea while watching the scenery. Sit down under a tree. This time, our planting configuration is mainly based on this succulent plant. This well uses a very special method of pasting. Several kinds of stone materials are mixed together, but the color system is more coordinated and more harmonious. We designed this garden mainly according to the topography. This terrain, its original design, is mainly curves, and part of it has already been designed, so we follow this terrain. Our artificial turf is also curved, and this lawn has 2 kinds of materials, short and shaggy, and the contrast effect is very strong. Then for the plants, I used yellow plants with red stones to make a contrast with the original gray stones. And as we come over here, I used the more modern paver instead. In the past, this space here was not big enough. It's probably only here that it was going down to a slope like this. I felt a bit of a pity, so I later suggested to get a permit and build a retaining wall here. This is made into an arc. It is an arc when viewed from above, which increases the area of the land by about 600 or 700 square feet.